Hello, I am VoiceOver AU and welcome to a slightly displaced Manic Monday where we are playing more of Aura of Worlds. Now, as per the shake-up of how we handle things going forward, we're going to do housekeeping a little bit later on. It's been a fun week for housekeeping. Just on the tail of our Alien Isolation stream last night, which was a lot of fun. So thank you again to all of you who joined me there. But today, we are not on Sebastopol Station. We are in the world of Aura of Worlds. I have some exciting new techniques I'm going to try out today involving throwing enemies. So I'm going to see... Been doing a little bit more research. Going to see if I can do some cool stuff. Because I think that if you go back to the old Capcom side-scrolling brawlers, one of the real strategies that you had in those games is being able to use enemies as kind of ammunition. Grappling was always a really strong tactic for controlling crowds. And I think in this game, especially with stunning, and boy howdy do I love the boomerang for stunning, I think we might be able to get some good crowd control going by using our enemies as ammunition rather than having to worry about dispatching them one by one. So I'm excited about checking that out. Now, one thing that I've mentioned 2 streams running is I'm in love with the music in this game. Like, the music and the sound design is wonderful, and I finally pulled my finger out and actually had a look at who did it. And I'm delighted to say that it's 2 very wonderful people I've had the pleasure of meeting in person. So the music and sound design is done by Matt Dwyer and Amanda J. Lim. I've met Amanda J. Lim at a Melbourne-based game audio meetup, and she's a delightful person. Tremendously talented as well, because listen to this music. It's wonderful, it's light, it's thematic, and then we go into all of those different shades, all of those different tones in different levels, like when we get our time rush going on. So that's who we can thank for our sound design and for our music. So I don't know the exact split of responsibilities there, but if I was to make a guess, I'd say that having actually worked with Matt Dwyer a couple of times before, he might have been assigned to sound design, and Amanda might be responsible for music, but there might be some overlap there in both directions. But there you go, like, that's why it's so good, because they're wonderful people. So without further ado, let's just let it catch up with me here. There we go. Let's get into it. I don't think there's any unlockables I want at the moment. Oh, Chakram. Oh yeah, I want that, but I don't have the coins. Alright, let's get the coins and get the Chakram. It's nice to have things that we want. As per usual, after reinstalling Streamlabs OBS, Streamlabs OBS is the goddamn worst with giving me an up-to-date event stream. It's giving me information from 10 days ago, so hopefully that's going to refresh sometime soon. I don't need it, but it's nice to have it. Where do we go? Null Gardens, I think, it's an either-or choice with the Celestial Temple, so let's go there. What do we got? Crossbow and Grapple? Hammer is good, but hammer is slow. Steel Sword's good. Hey Capdev, how you doing? Thank you so much for hosting. Very much appreciated. Just had to get rid of a window there, so we lost our screen temporarily. Yeah, I reckon let's go with the Crossbow and Grapple. Let's do the Bionic Commando thing. Ah, speaking of classic arcade games, Mike Blackney, the amazing Mike Blackney, who is on Twitter, I think his official Twitter is Kurt Russ Fan Club. If you're not following him, you really should be, because he's putting together an amazing game called... He's putting together an amazing game called Dead Static Drive. But he was tweeting about a game I haven't thought about in years called Midnight Resistance, which is one of those amazing old... It's one of those amazing old... I think that actually was Capcom as well. Platformers that had the... I don't know what the exact term is for it, but that hexagonal stick. Like you had sort of... It was either 6 or 8 directions on the stick. Man, I'd like to say I sunk a lot of money into that as a kid, but I didn't have too much money to sink into it. But I loved that game. I hadn't thought about it in years. No, I don't want to shoot the lantern. No, I don't want to shoot the lantern. The grappling hook was the right choice here. Oh, are you talking about the lights behind me, or... Captaf, when you say Christmas decorations? Because they're always around. I've got Christmas decorations behind me and a corpse. I realized the other day when I was on a work meeting that I still had the corpse there. I've not really bothered with moving it away from there. You're a tough son of a... There we go. Yeah, I just love having them on because they make me feel happy. Like I know some people like to pay out on the idea of fairy lights, but they just make me happy. So I have them around. I like them because I work from in here. Like I'm so lucky in my situation because whenever I'm working, like 90% of the time, I'm in here. A toxic breeze. Oh, okay. So this is the timer. We gotta run. Gotta run, folks. Gotta run to the right. There it is. Oh, don't get sucked up by the flowers. Ow, 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 ow. That's okay. One potion down. That's not too bad. Yeah, there's a great College Humor. Sketch, which is Defender of the Basic. That's not quite the name for it, but I've mentioned it before on stream, and it's one of my favorite. It's now one of my favorite. Oh, what are we doing? James having a bit of a hiccup. There we go. Oi! Stab me underwater. Yeah, the sketch is now one of my favorite College Humor videos because it's just so pure. It's just about the idea that... I'm just losing a few frames here. It'll catch up. Yeah, the idea of the sketch is just that there's a lot of things that people like to think about as basic. That bring a lot of joy, and we just feel like in order to be sophisticated, we have to be sort of above them. And I think that's a really sad way to live. So yeah, I love my Christmas lights. I have them on all the time, except when I'm asleep because I bought them at a store in Melbourne called Arthur Daly's, which, if you're not a Melbourneite, is one of those bargain places. And I'm just a little concerned that their wiring might not be the safest. Oh, we got him. How's your day going, Capdaf? How's life treating you today? Oh wow. I can make him jump out of the water. That's a poor life decision for them. Oh, I can't remember if I gave you an update on this too, but after our last conversation, your resume is now with like our HR manager. So not gonna die. Ah! I rolled. Yeah, your resume is now with our HR manager. She wasn't specific on whether we have a role open that's suitable. Oh, fantastic! That's great. Yeah, our HR manager was a little vague on whether we have a role open that's suitable, but she said that even if not, we tend to keep that stuff on file, so that sounds positive. But yeah, I'll crossing fingers for you for a callback. Ceiling liquor. Oh, that's what they're called. They're tough too. I'm not gonna try and get rid of that thing. Having up for time. 85. Oh no! That was thorns! No! That was thorns! Restart another universe. Ah. So tell me more about, was it Root that I'm remembering, or is that just my incredibly thirsty brain this week is remembering the game that way? Because for those of you non-Australians, Root or Route in Australia has a, well, Root, which is the US pronunciation, has a whole different connotation. So yeah, is that just my thirsty brain? Or... Ha! Or is that the name of the game? Come on over here, I want to stun you. Oh, that's so cool! Got it. Not just me being... It's not just me being... a terrible human being, then. Well, not a terrible human being, let's just say... Let's just say... thirsty! Come on! Oi! 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 Damn it. There's my boomerang. Oh, I thought I'd managed to do that without actually hitting myself then, but not quite. So the new trick I've got... The new trick I've got here... Oh! Stupid vine. That I didn't know about is that I can pick up enemies when they're stunned. What would you say your favorite board game is for like group play? Come on, come over here. Come over here, Chief. It'd be fun. Oh, that's so cool! Okay. But they only stay stunned for so long. Oh, I love it. It's the Capcom strategy. I can pick up enemies. Oh, this is great! It's not doing much damage to him, though. There we go. Oh! Pay attention, Kevin. A fair wind blows in from the west. Man, those ceiling lickers. The worst. I wonder what the first inspiration was for something like that, horror-wise. Because I know that they were one of the most terrifying enemies in Half-Life. But that can't have been the first time that they've been around as a concept. Alright, let's get out of here. That wasn't too bad, one potion. Eldritch Horror. Tell me more about Eldritch Horror. I'm not sure I've played that. I've played like a Cthulhu potion, but I don't think it's that. What do we got? Defense potion. Or vampirism potion. I reckon I'm going to save my coins. I'm going to save up. I'm going to be a good boy. Oh man. They're not fans of Really not fans of taking damage. Oi! Oh, there we go. Come on. Ow! What the heck was that? What just burst into flame? Ow! Oh. Not doing too good there, but that's okay. This is the experimentation. We're experimenting. Oh, yeah, no, I haven't played... Dope. The hell was that? Good God. That's, wow. Yeah, Eldritch Horror sounds awesome. I think I have heard of that, but I haven't played it. It reminds me of, like in terms of Lovecraft, role-playing games. Crystal Dagger and Boomerang. How can you not do it? Yeah, it reminds me of like, what is the, not Delta Force, but Delta Green? The one where you're like Special Forces. Special Forces trying to, fight the spread of Lovecraftian horror. Yep. Bye-bye is right. There we go. Those boomerangs are so good. It reminds me of, I remember a friend... Oh, you'd probably remember this character. There's like one of the classic AD&D like gothic horror models before Ravenloft was a setting was the original Ravenloft. Delta Green, there we go. I do have the right one. I remember a friend talking about a long time back, actually playing through Ravenloft as like Special Forces Paladins, essentially treating it like a game of Aliens. Which would have been fun. Go over there. Oh. Gotta stun it first. So there's shades of the conversation we were having last night about aliens here too. Like, when I can remember to use all... And I guess it's true of any game. Like, it's probably not me being like, it's not a huge revelation here, but... when you can use all of the systems in a game, like the locking on, secondary weapons, remembering that I've got to run, and stuff like that. That's when the game just really comes together, and that's when I do well. And I guess that's where the practice comes in too. Because I know I haven't been using the dive roll much this session yet. That's where my work is at the moment. Been good with lock-ons, but no dive rolls. Ow. Wait. Easy come, easy go there, I guess. Doo-doo-doo. What? Incoming damage and knockback reduced. I like the shield more than that. Shield's really good for certain enemies. Yeah, I have this beautiful mental image for you, Capdaf, and I really hope it comes true, which is that you find somewhere that you interview over the Christmas break and that you get secured for starting the new year just on an even keel. I really hope that comes to fruition for you. Oi! Yeah, come on in. Oh, of course it's a poison bat. That's why I'm getting poisoned. Hey Ozdeck, how you doing? We're playing through our last stream of Aura of Worlds. This is a bit of a displaced. I got shifted from Monday due to a commitment I had. How's your day treating you? Oh, no. See, I'm not quite quick on I'm not 100% quick on the ball with those saves, but I'm getting better. Oh, there's that thing again. It's smaller than the other one, but it still has a huge reach. Oh, apparently the acid and poison animals I can't pick up. Yeah, I'm conscious. That's very true. Like, I understand that your time frames are quite tight. So yeah, somewhere that wants you to start before Christmas, so that you can. Let's get that shield going. Come on, acid beetle. Yeah? Wanna spit acid? No! 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 So those enemies actually burst into flames. That's rough. Here's where I'm kind of hoping for a little bit of grace in one thing Alien Isolation did, which I really liked, as a fan of dying a lot. We've got 27 seconds left on the clock. Ow. I thought I was the thirsty one, Capdaff, but obviously not. It's smaller than the other one, but it's still a huge reach. Alright, let's go over to the Celestial Temple for a while. Let's go raid some tombs. See, the music is... I love it. It's just so distinctive. I'll get the cursor out of the way too. Amanda and Matt, you are doing fantastic work. Love your work. Oh. I'm proud of that moment. Is reach important? We discuss what is more important, reach or impact. See, this is the thing I love about this game. Oh, hang on. I didn't lock on. Fucking throw a torch at ya. There you go. That shield bash, it's just hard to get past it. Yeah, how's life treating you, Ozdeck? How's the shift work going? What you playing at the moment, games-wise? What is today? Thursday. Oh, you got games night tonight, don't you? Correct me if I'm wrong. Although it is a funny time of year. I missed streaming Fallout Friday last Friday because I had our work Christmas party for the day job, I should say. Oh, that was a mistake. I regret my life choices. I forgot about those. The hammer's really good with the shield. That shield bash gives you the time you need for those swings. Where am I going? Yeah, it's gonna sound like I'm damning my work environment with faint praise, but it actually was I actually really enjoyed my work Christmas party. Like, normally, I stayed around there for probably longer than I have before. I always feel a little bit guilty staying around to drink, because I can experience. Even if it's the company that I work for, like, drinking that on someone else's dollar or something, yeah, I know I'm drowning. Yeah, I always feel self-conscious drinking on someone else's dime. And to be fair, that probably comes from something specific, because I remember previous job, we used to have offsites. We used to have company offsites like every year, which were not the greatest thing in the world. Like, it's not spending a weekend. What the heck is that? Oh, it's a little slide. That's so cool. Yeah, spending a weekend trying to make all of the adult decisions that a company should be making in a year is not the most fun way to spend a weekend. But putting that aside, I remember one time the company director's wife just made a crack about, like, our plans changed, and so we were like, we weren't leaving where we were, and so we could hang around and drink for a while longer. And I remember that company director's wife made a crack about, oh, Kevin will be happy about that. And I just thought, okay, great, I get it. You know, I don't know if you think that that's funny, but clearly in my eyes, clearly in your eyes, I'm a lush. So that made me uncomfortable. Made me uncomfortable drinking on someone else's dime, especially a company dime. Which sounds like I'm playing the smallest violin in the world for myself, but yeah, it's just one of those things that stuck with me. So I'm always really super conscious about drinking on the company dollar. But the company I work for now is like, they're lovely. Ow. Ah, there's my 2 coins for the chakram. If nothing else. Yeah, so I hung around and had a lovely time with them. Not drinking too much because I had to drive home from the train station afterwards, but it was a really nice night. And so that's why I wasn't streaming. Excuse me. Sorry, I wasn't streaming last Friday night. It's that time of year. So that's a really, really long way of going around the point of saying, I understand that your time might be... Yeah, I gotta say I wasn't a fan of it. And it's still to me, it's hard to know whether that was her attempt at humor, or whether she legitimately thought that. But yeah, I just thought, no, that's it. So yeah, that was my way, Ozdeck, of saying that you might have gaming on this Thursday night, but your schedule might be it's that time of year where everyone's schedule. I hate... Ah, oh, Chakram is good! Chakram is on the money. It's got a nice pushback on it too. I think I just knocked that slime back from jumping up at me. Oh, that's a cool weapon. But yeah, I'm absolutely with you on that one, Captaf. I'm glad that you agree with that. Because the thing is, like, if you're gonna have an offsite, or you're gonna have a company dinner, and like you're telling your employees, like, there's a tab, you drink. You don't wring your hands at that moment about like what they're doing, unless they're being idiots. Like, you know, unless someone's buying like $300 bottles of champagne. You know, that's common sense territory. If you don't want your employees to drink, then it's really simple. You don't put them in a scenario where socializing for work, they're going to be drinking. Don't do it. What did we do then? We lost one potion. That wasn't too bad. Transdimensional orb, I have got your number. My chakram. Haha, yeah, that's right, Kevin. You're going up that way. I always forget about these levels, no matter how many times... Ow. No matter how many times they happen, I just forget about them. Until the music kicks in. Chakram. I think I managed to avoid that trap. Chakram! Ow. Oh, there it is. I missed it. It was on the ground. I got hit by it twice. No! 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 This is not good. This is the end of it, folks. No, 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 no. Okay. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh! Oh. I thought I had that one. See, I'm finding I don't despair now when I'm low on health, because when we got the Bronze Guardian, like, that was with like this much health. It was just, I was doing the right thing. I didn't let myself go on tilt because of the game design, which is not saying like it's a bad thing. Like, that's what that stuff's meant to do. You know, audio is meant to distract or build tension so that you feel tense, so that you make mistakes. It's part of the fun. Can you keep your cool? Sight beyond sight. There we go. That'll do me. So remember, Kevin, the level after this... Oh, good. And I'm glad that I moved my camera too, because you can see those glyphs there now. They were obscured last time around. Shadow Sight's not really going to help with that. Oh, accidentally went through. Alright, Kevin, remember? Oh no, this isn't... I don't have to worry so much about time here. I'm just going to worry about getting up to the surface to get some breath. There we go. Oh, that's good. It fills up straight away. Fuck you, fish. had something really exciting happen this week to... see? When I learn, I don't do that, I don't make that mistake again. Right, now let's get down here. I had something really exciting happen this week, voiceover-wise, that I'm going to be really excited to talk about when I can. But at the moment, it's still kind of... It's work that's in progress, so... It's not at a point where I can really talk about it yet. But I'm looking forward to sharing with you all. See, I learned about things. I'm learning. The environment's getting agitated. So Kevin gets out of the way. Do you want to take on the slime? I don't think I've got grenades. I've got a boomerang. Ow! Son of a... No, no one's taking it. Oh, there's a grenade. Hang on. Alright. Let's... Oh! Got a bit twitchy there. That's strange. Can really do what I want. Wop wop! Ha, here, because it's voiceover. I see what you did there. Yeah. Yeah, and it's worth stating as a caveat there too. Hang on, I'm just going to plug in my iPad so it doesn't die. It's worth stating as a caveat there too, and I mentioned this on Twitter this week. Like, I'm chuffed. I'm beyond chuffed. I'm honored every time someone trusts me enough with their work to say, do a thing for us. I swear, it fills my heart. I've actually had a couple of moments this week where people who I put stock in the opinion of have said really nice things about sort of progress over time, like where I'm at now. People who've known me for over 10 years, and looking at where I am now versus where I've been, just said really good things. And, like, hand on heart, which I'm not going to literally do because I will die. Like, it's made me tear up. Bromidic. What does bromidic mean? Is it literally another word for trite? See, that's another thing I've got to use. The old inventory wheel. No grenades. Oh, I made you change colour. Come on, jump on up. I'm gonna stun you again. There you go. No, exactly. That's exactly what I was trying to avoid. Oh. So it means the same thing as trite, as in like, Hang on, ha! You got hit by the trap. That was cool. Ow. Oh. Duck and roll. Duck and cover. Possessed vase. Take that, possessed vase. the other thing I really... What? What are you? No! Ow. Ow. No. Do not want an orb mage. Look at the hit points on that thing, too. Come here, son. Ha ha! Oh, I'm gonna die, but I got you first. Oh, that was awesome! Set it on fire and then it lost its head. See, this is the thing... Okay, there you go. Boring Triton unoriginal. Thank you for that clarification. See, this is the thing that really, I think, sets this game apart. When you get those systems interacting, like, it's so good. Ow. Oh, I missed that trap. I don't want to die. Come on, give me... No health potions. God damn it. Alright, it's pop shield. Oh, that's so good! I love that. I love that the enemy patterns don't automatically avoid the traps. Hang on, I'm going. I better get a move on. Ah, that counter was flawless. See, I'll take my gratification in those little moments where I just get one, just one thing happens and it's executed. It's executed well. It was a mimic! Damn you! Bromidic. So, Capdeath, bromidic is a word. Like, what's the, like, you've given us the provenance on that. Like, when... Is that a word that was used in a particular time? Because it feels like something you wouldn't necessarily say nowadays. Like, it feels like it would be an overwrought way of expressing that sentiment. Alright, let's do this. I feel naked the minute my loadout doesn't have a weapon that can stun. What are we doing? Skull Slime is so cool! Ow, ow, ow. No, you're not cool. There we go. I managed to at least move out of the way of it a bit. Ah, health potion. Yes, yes. Oh, really? Who used it? Tell me more. I'm fascinated. Like, what was the band that had bromidic in their vocabulary? Ow, ow, ow. Oh, there goes one health potion. Easy come, easy go! Those skull slimes, when they get moving, are nasty. Huh, I have never... So Blame is the band? I have never heard of them. There we go. Gotcha. Damn it, I didn't want to hit myself with that. No! I got rid of the skull slime, but I also hurt myself. Going on an adventure with you. Ah, I just missed him. Throwing torches really works. That's brilliant. I love that it works with the lock on that way. Alright, let's see if we can get ourselves a health potion. No, we can't, because there's no store on the before the time level. What fresh hell is this? Thank you, that's what I was hoping for. Remember, Kevin, that you've got the grappling hook. I completely forgot that I had the grappling hook there. That would have been my perfect save. The motion on the grappling hook is so fun. It just feels so good. It feels the way you want it to. Like it's like that feeling of enablement you get from the traversal mechanics in Spider-Man. Like it just feels fun. You're like, I can move around anywhere. The world is my oyster. Oh man, I could have bought a chakram, but I need that health potion. Son of a. All right. Yes. Thank you for that timely reminder. See, the grappling hook's really good here too for getting out of the way of those mines. Cash. Build hard cash. That's what rules my world. Oh! Oh, ow, ow, ow. Don't jump on a mine. Just don't do it, folks. I think it's an old country and western song. Mamas don't let your babies jump on the landmines. They'll blow up and stuff. They'll live life rough. They'll probably lose legs and arms and stuff. Come on, fishy. Oh, no, 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 no. See, I'm learning. That lantern is gonna go boom. Free potion indeed. I earned that. Alright, we're gonna go down. We're gonna go underground. Oh, screw you, fish. Screw you. Oh. Wow. Fish just hit a landmine, I guess. No. Need air. Precious oxygen. There we go. It's pretty forgiving in that it just takes a couple of seconds. Hang on, where have I got to go? I'm lost. Lost. Mama, can't find the exit now. There it is. Thank you, Codsworth, for the reminder. We are indeed going to be doing a Hitman 2 subathon once we hit 100 followers, which we are getting closer and closer to every day. We picked up 2 awesome new followers to the fleet last night. How are we going for time? Yeah, it's probably a good time to do housekeeping while we're on that note. Yeah, so thank you very much to the follow from Maxim Prost 1 and Geordie G 87 during last night's Alien Isolation stream. Thank you so much for joining us, and I hope to see you around. And I'll take a brief moment before we get back to Order of Worlds, just to say a giant thank you to those of you who trust me with your audiences by auto-hosting this channel. I really appreciate that. I do not underestimate in the slightest the level of trust that you place in me and confidence in my content entertaining your audience. So thank you so much for that. So that's a giant thank you to Slayer Lover Gaming, to Even Prime TV, to Everything Apocalypse, to Ironside, Dubsack, CapDaff. Thank you for your company today as well. You are the bestest. And to our newest subscriber, Heron HQ, as well. Thank you so much for the trust that you place in me, and I hope that I reward that by giving your followers, by giving the people who come to your channel a little bit of entertainment in my own special way. Ah, that's brilliant, CapDaff. I love that. I haven't forgotten about getting back to your Fallout cover song either. It's been a week. There has not been time to scratch. Oh, I missed the trap. That hurt. Give me that health potion. Thank you. Yeah, I feel like, well, I don't want to say that I'm on the other side of mimics. Goddamn mimics. Worst thing about living in Santa Carla, all the goddamn mimics. Yeah, I don't want to say I'm on the other side of, like, the years. Like, everything that's happening with the year. I'm hoping that... there's always the chance for more chaos to arrive. But, yeah, there's been a lot. There's been a lot happening. It's been extra. Hey, Jordy! Thank you for joining us. I just said a big old thank you, to you for... Ow. I'll learn eventually. Yeah, I just said a big old thank you to you for following after last night's Alien Isolation stream. So thank you for your company. We are playing Aura of Worlds, which is a really fun roguelike platformer, or roguelite, I guess it is the term, by Cognitive Forge, a Melbourne-based studio, and I'm about to die. There it is. I figured I was about to die then. Yeah, I've streamed this a couple of times. And so let's go for that chakram. The multi-jump, let's do that. Chakram is good. Yeah, I've streamed this a couple of times, and this is my this is the last stream we'll be doing in this time slot. No stress, I completely understand. Yeah, depending on what Twitch is doing, it should offer you low latency. It should offer you like a lower latency. Excuse me. I'll start that again. Depending on what Twitch is doing, it should offer you a lower latency stream option, but it doesn't always. Partners are prioritized above affiliates on that one. Oh, I hear you. Like, I'm dreading if I have to move house from where we are currently, because it's only with fiber to the premise that we've been able to stream reliably. It's a joke. This is so good. This chakram is the bestest. Yeah, and for those of you outside of Australia, Australia has just doubled down on its technical ignorance with a bill that is just going to, like, if our government holds to it, it is just going to screw our tech sector. Come on, Sly Star. Come on in. Yeah, you've only got 720p option. Sorry about that. Sometimes it will offer a Actually, I think 720p is like its version of sort of a low latency option, or a lower latency option, as opposed to like 1080. How do you even manage that, Captain? Like, I have to, even with the router that I've got, like, I have to be on, like, wired on my router, or I just don't have enough up. I don't have enough up to stream. Oh, son of a. So do you find with ADSL2 you can actually get a decent stream going out? Like, what do you need to do for that to work for you? I'm really curious. Possessed vase. That wasn't too bad. Damn it. That wasn't too good. Oh, let's get that air. Oh no! I missed my air. Now we're gonna be drowning. No! No! I was just a couple of pixels off getting it too. Oh, okay, so I guess it's about basically the level of... You watch Dark Viper AU? Do you watch when you watch Dark Viper AU, Geordie, presumably, like, does that give you a lower latency option? Or a lower resolution option? Or are you still watching on 720p there? I'm interested. This sort of stuff always, basically, I'm listening with like 2 ears, because it means that there might be something that I can be doing to make things easier. Because Dark Viper AU, as I understand it, like that's a big Australian streamer, correct me if I'm wrong. This goes to show like how much I know of the world around me. Probably 720p. Huh, interesting. Oh, that chakram is so good. I love how it picks up items too. Like, that is the bestest. Except it's not going to pick that one up for me. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one, Geordie. Like, I'll keep an eye on my replays. I always go back through replays. I go through the VODs to have a look at, like, what's happening with the stream's quality. Oh, can I get it to hit those coins for me? No, it's not going to do that. Yeah, I always go back and have a look through the VODs to see basically what's happening with the stream's sort of quality, but yeah, I'm not sure. What'd you get? New games are the bestest. What'd you get? Oh, come on, spit at me. Don't just... Alright, there you go. Yeah, what's the game? What'd you pick up for yourself, Geordie? The floor is lava. Ah, but I got my grappling hook. I'm gonna remember the grappling hook this time, Capdaf. I'm gonna remember it. Oh, nice! PUBG for the PS4. Do you play PUBG regularly, Geordie? I was gonna say, I was gonna say, are you a fan of the chicken dinner? But that makes me sound like it's like I'm a walking embodiment of Steam to see me. How do you do, fellow kids? Meme. Which, you know, half the time, to be fair, I probably am. I had to Google this week. I had no idea. I had to Google what the banana emoji meant. You scandalous kids. And your saucy emojis. Oh, you play it on mobile. Hang on, PUBG on mobile? I knew you could get Fortnite on mobile, but I had no idea that PUBG had I had no idea that had a mobile mode. I literally thought that was just Fortnite. There you go. I guess it makes sense. Like, if one of them goes over there, the other one's gonna follow. I don't know why I got the crossbow then. I don't need it. The other problem I had was knowing that my connection would crap out and I'd start dropping 20 FPS until I reconnected the stream. I'd have to upload the local recording to YouTube instead of exporting. Yeah, I completely sympathize there. Like, I remember creating video content and having to just leave uploads going on YouTube all night. It's the worst. Ah! See, this is another reason why that lock-on mechanic is really good. Just being able to figure out what a thing is. Hang on, I've got a grenade. I've got 2 grenades. That's not what I wanted to do. That is not what I wanted my grenades to do. What the hell is that? It's a sentry. It's like a laser sentry. Oh, that's not fair. I have to fight against lasers. The chakram. You know what? I'm up for the challenge. I've decided at the moment, the thing I want more than anything else out of life is Ray Meagers, who, if you're Australian, you would remember as Alf from Home and Away. And he's doing a bunch of ads at the moment because I think because he's available for commercial work. Because he's run on. Oh, I missed that trap completely, and that one. Missed both of them. Yeah, I think he's it's because his run on Home and Away is up that he's probably contractually available for more advertising work. I should have seen that coming. But the thing I want out of life more than anything else is Ray Meagers to have a cameo on the Witcher series with his natural accent. It's flaming vampires. Yeah, you got a werewolf, that's your problem. Flaming werewolves. Struth. Better pop a bloody potion. Just let him work blue too. That would be great. That would be just the best thing in the world. Like, I don't know about you, but I see him, like, if he was a Witcher, I'd see him... Bear was a school, wasn't it? Like, they were the big beefy Witchers? Because there was Wolf, Cat, for like the graceful ones. There was a... Bear was a school, wasn't it? I'm not going to Google it. No, I'm going to Google it. I've got to do this now. Ray Meagers? I don't think so. Related to George Negus. Or do you mean like you want a George Negus cameo as well? Yeah. Yes. Oh, that would be so good, Jordy. Oh, I love this. I love this. You both get exactly what I mean. Oh, can't you just see it in your head? It would be the best. It would just be the best. Yeah, which is School of the Bear? There we go. Cat, wolf, viper, bear. Yeah, I see him as Bear Skull. Because, you know, he's a big protective guy. Like, that was always the best, one of the best things about his role on Home and Away. He was always sort of like a voice of, well, reason and a level of like, not disgust, but outrage. He would always be upset about things. But yeah, Geralt, you flaming galah! It would be the bestest. It would be the bestest. Like Henry Cavill just like trying to figure out like what do I do with this? I really hope he's good too. I hope Henry Cavill is good. I got faith in the dude. The dude can definitely do action. So it'd be good to see like what he can do with Geralt. Oh, son of a. Yeah, that's my wish in life at the moment. I want Ray Megas to have a cameo on the Witcher series, just as Ray Megas, like 110% him. Oh, sweet. Yeah. Then I'd love it. He'd get his own spin-off series. Look, it was a problem with the kicker. A cacker. It was a flaming vampire, right? It'd be the bestest. Just constantly chiding, like, I don't know what they're going to do time-wise. I think it's a prequel series. They've said that it's going to be earlier, which is why, like, Cavill works as a casting choice. So if that's earlier on, like in here, that's earlier on in Geralt's history. Oh, look, you can't hang that moment of writing on him. I know what you mean though. Like that was. Oh, the Martha moment was not good. But yeah, if it's earlier on in Geralt's history, like you'd have Elf's character the whole time, just like chiding him to do right by Yennefer, like to stop messing around with her. You treat that woman right, even. You treat that flaming woman right, or I'll give you what for. She's too good for the likes of you. Don't even know what she sees in you. I'm going like off Ray Megas there, like classic Australian opera instead, but you get the idea. Wait, Ciri's in it? Oh yeah, but that could be child Ciri. Like from the novels, that could be, because Ciri has a lot, like... Oh no! You're right, actually, it's an adult who's playing Ciri, isn't it? That's right, because that was that controversial casting choice where they had a woman of color as a casting option for Ciri, and everyone just lost their fucking minds. Because apparently that's the worst thing in the world. Oi, this is not going well. For those of you playing at home, this is not going well. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do there though, you're right. That's going to be weird. I completely forgot that they were casting for adult Ciri. Yeah, well, I mean, early 20s is basically the age that she's at in Witcher 3. Yeah, that's going to make it... Ow. Yeah, that is going to make it super weird then, having Cavill as Geralt. Oh, I guess we'll adjust. Like, you know, if it doesn't fit the canon of the games, as long as it's good, it's like one episode of cognitive dissonance, and then you strap yourself in and you're like, okay, I get it. Well, in that case, then, like, that gives Alf like double duty, because he can be giving him stick about treating Yennefer right and doing the right thing by his ward. Can I do it? Oh no, I got stuck! I don't know. Oh man. I got pinned to the ceiling. Wop wop. Go back here for a while. That's the thing about these skeletons that makes them tough, the fact that they roll as well. Ha! Boop ya. Oh, that would be the best! If Alf was the guy who invented Gwent, that would be brilliant. I can see that. I'm with it. I'm with it 100%. Oi. Just hold still. Just wanted to pick you up. But I guess not. Yeah, so I think I left the George Negus one. Yeah, it would be weird if they did. It would be weird if they did, because the, like, I don't know if you've seen it, but there's a Witcher pilot which had like really low budget that was filmed, I think about, I want to say like 10 years ago at least. But that had real Polish accents because that was made in Poland. But yeah, it would be strange if they... Damn it. It would be strange if they did weird, like, fake Polish accents for that, because they've kind of established that Rivia has like an American accent, because they made Doug Cockle do like the Eastwood. You know, that standard accent that you get people to do when you want like you want a hard-bitten hero. Ow, ow, ow. Not hard-bitten in that sense, where I get sucked into the ceiling. No, thank you. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. This could be it, folks. Oh no! Oh, there we go. I got through there with literally no health. So we're gonna suck up that health potion now. Wop wop. It's a game of survival. It's a game of survival. Can't get my R's going. It's a game of survival. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That was why that warning was there for. See, that's the monster one. Wow. Oh, don't stand there, Kevin. Don't stand there, it ends poorly. Can I have a health potion? Not gonna get it from you. crash. Yeah, just like jump through the door. That would have been awesome if I'd gotten through the door and then just died, like falling out the other side. You were bitten by a man snapper giant. Yeah, I was. That thing's huge. That thing's massive. Alright, let's restart another universe. He's a man snapper! Hammer in temporal field. Or crossbow and multi-jump. I'm gonna go steel dagger and shield, because that shield bash is just... It's hard to pass it up. It's so abusive. Not abusive, it's good. I'll take a health potion. Oh. Oh. Wasn't quite keeping my eye on that. These sort of situations are... They tickle me though, like when the... Not being a big Elder Scrolls fan, like not hating, don't get me wrong, not hating the show, but like never having gotten into it. What's the hook for Elder Scrolls? Like, is there a central plot? Like, where would you hang a series off for a show like that? Give me the pitch. Show me your pitch Bible. Because Skyrim is based around sort of, isn't that based around a conflict between two factions, primarily? Which could be like a... There you go, son. Everyone can die now. Just here. Gotcha. Okay, well, Ha! Did that. Didn't really do anything for me, but I did it at least without hurting, without killing myself. A Dark Souls TV series. That would be an interesting one. Like, what would you hang that off? Tell me more. Like, what do you see the spine of a series like that being? Because I know that world has lore, but I didn't think it had a central, like a narrative to it as well. That is a very large blood bat. What have we got? Nothing I can really use against it. Sir, go away, sir. There we go. Bigger they are. Once again, getting to the end with very low health. Executives are standing by. Where's our pitch for a Dark Souls series, Geordie? Tell me more. We're ready to buy. So where we want the crossbow. Ha! I did it! I lit the beetle on fire. And it's still burning? would be about us. Okay, here's our pitch for a Dark Souls series as per Geordie G87. It would be about a set of twins who get separated into two different worlds and they must fight through them to find each other, but their worlds make them see each other as enemies. So they get separated and they... When you say it makes them see each other as enemies, do you mean their perceptions are shifted, or do you mean that their attitudes change over time and they come to regard their brother as an enemy? Or is it just that when they're like, if they see their brother, they don't see their brother, they see, because then their perceptions are shifted by the world that they're in, they see an enemy instead? And who would they interact with? Like, is there much character interaction in the Dark Souls world? Or is it, like, is most of it... Because I thought most of it was, like, combat with, like, weird Lovecraftian enemies. Oh, that shield is just so good. It's the thing. It's the thing that I want. It's the thing that I have. So that's another thing I love about this game. Is the difference, basically, that in what's enabled by different loadouts. It just makes it so fun. Oh, ow. I thought I was going to hang on to that. Thought I was going to hang on to that edge there, but obviously not. Oh, not the edge, the fern. You got a potion. Can I get it from you? Allows you to re-roll your starting equipment twice. Yeah, let's do that. Why not? We have... Oh, there we go. Oh, no. I thought Streamlabs had actually given me, basically, my full event list, but it's just given me the very generous hosting. And that's all! The world's more information from Geordie G87. The worlds change how they see people they know, and the people they come across tell them about their twin like they are a monstrous human who brought darkness into the world by embracing the coveted flame and ash. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright, I want some stun. Hammer and boomerang. That's another, like, almost perfect combination, so let's go with that. Because you come down, and I bop you. Yay! Okay, so there is a political element to the world of Dark Souls then. Ow, ow, ow. How good is that combination? Ow. Didn't quite lock onto it in time. A combination of Game of Thrones and Stranger Things is a compelling combination. Because that idea in, like the idea in Stranger Worlds of the upside down of a world between worlds is gorgeous. Especially how toxic it is. In the first game there was a war for the light between the living. Oh, okay. There you go. I'm learning. Thank you for educating me. Like I've never played Dark Souls. Oh! Jesus Christ. That was not a good way to start the day. Yeah, I love that people love Dark Souls, but it's always kind of struck me as like, it's not my stripe of masochism. Come on. Give it. Thank you. That's very much appreciated. Oh, no, Kevin, what are you doing? That's terrible. If you have a link handy, Geordie, for the YouTube videos around the lore, like the stuff that you've watched or if it's in your history that you've bookmarked, I'd love to have a link. That would be awesome. You've only got today to watch Black Mirror, Capdaf. That is not a show that I recommend mainlining. if you're looking at like polishing it off. Your mileage may vary, but man, I found that show to be super great. Oh man, as per usual, just like one fight slash mishap in there. I've already got boomerangs, I don't want to buy more. There we go. Yeah, just that one fight. Just undid all my good work. Just takes one thing going wrong. Hey Pixie, thank you so much for the lurk. Very much appreciated. I hope your day is treating you splendidly. No. Yeah, the lore on Tekken is awesome and kind of insane at the same time. Back when daddy issues used to really be my thing, or something I was coping with, like that game was my jam because it's all about father-son issues and how, hey son, have half a demon soul. Just gonna pop this inside you. Is that cool? Silent Hill, that would be an interesting one too. Yeah, I'm with you, Capdaf. I've never actually played Dark or Demon Souls, but yeah, I sit in that space where 1 HP, it's like my version of one headlight. Every now and then I get tempted to play those games by talking to friends, but yeah, you dig a little, and you're like, oh, this is masochism. I did have a Kazuya moment. Kazuya Mishima. He was my boy! What was that, Tekken 4, I think he first appeared? Was that the Tekken title that was with PS3? Like it came out relatively early in the PS3's life cycle. Can't have been PS2, surely. No, it would have been PS3. I think. Man, now I'm confused. Was it PS2? Or was it PS3? Nope. Eat it, son. Eat it. Eat it. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, this is not going well. This is not a good day. Tekken 4 was PS2. I'm not getting confused then. Man, I feel old. Yeah, that was the game I think that convinced me to get a PS2. That was such a good console. And yeah, Tekken 4 was so much fun. Oi! Don't start me off there. Why can I not get up there? This is the other thing I need to get better at, using my abilities when I have ability charges. Oh, of course it's possessed charge. Ha! Chakram. Chakram means. I've only ever played the first Tenchu Stealth Assassin on PS... That was PS1, right? I loved that game. I was terrible at it. I'm terrible at stealth games. I don't have the patience for it. I just want to basically start some shit. But, yeah, I love that game. I never played any of the later ones in the series, though. Oh, hang on. I've got to read this. Oh no, I didn't go to the shop. No. So Capdaf says, for those of you watching later, a friend of mine was house sitting for friends back in the day, and they had a PlayStation and Silent Hill, so she thought she would give it a go at night with the lights out in a strange house. Yeah, no, that's just a bag of nope. That is just a giant nope. Oh man, that would be terrifying. Because the thing about a strange house is you never get... It takes so long. Like, speaking as someone who's moved house, like, a lot, probably in the last, last 8 years, I've lived in, 5 or 6 different places. It always takes a while to get used to the sounds in a new place. Great example is our front door. The door jamb is a little bit loose on the wooden part of the door, so there's a security door that sits snugly, and then we've got, the main wooden door of the house that sits a little bit loose, so when it's windy, it sounds like basically either someone's rattling the door or it's opening and closing. There's all these little eccentricities that it always takes a while to get used to when you move into a new place. So the idea of playing a horror game like that? No, fuck off. Yeah. The Xbox version of the third game. I didn't know that there were that many games in the Tenchu series, Geordie. Was it what platform did that land on? Was it Xbox 360, the third Tenchu game? Eat chakram. Alright, if I can make it up to there. See, Chakram's got my back every time. If I can make it up to that chest, I reckon there's a health potion in it for me. Let's see what we can do. Chakram wins. Chakram loses. Oh, okay, so the third game was original Xbox and PS2. Okay. Yeah, I never kept up with the series, so I didn't know that there was more out there. Steel Sword and Boomerang, Crystal Spear and Shield. Let's do Crystal Spear and Shield. We haven't done Shield in a while, and Spear. Spear's really good. It's got a really long reach. I use Spear too. Let's be Spear buddies. Oh, okay, the Xbox version of the Tenchu, the third Tenchu game had more missions. Interesting. Haha. I laugh in the direction of your possessed Marses. See that? That spear does work. Yeah, speaking of getting scared in houses, even in a place that we've lived in now for like a year, I think? No, not a year. We've lived here for a while. I got freaked out. Oh, congratulations to Capta for reaching the rank of Knight as well. Your service has been rewarded. Thank you for your company. I almost missed that. Sir Capdaf indeed. Come on down, Bloodbat. See, this is where I'm ruining not having any missiles. Because if I could knock that lantern out, that would just do work for me right now. Yeah, I got freaked out the other night, like here at home, because you can always tell when people buy presents for someone with a kid, or buy presents for a kid, whether they have kids or not themselves. A really good friend of mine, like back before they had their first kid, they bought like a doll for our daughter that talked. It has sort of all of these different points on it that you press, and it like sings different songs. So it's talking about the body, like it's teaching you about body parts. That fucking thing started to sing at 11 o'clock at night. Completely isolated, no one around it. It was just sitting out in like the area where we have my daughter's toys. I just wanted to take it outside with lighter fluid and just end it like then and there. Because I've seen Child's Play, I'm a fan of that movie. Oh wow, so there's a few Tenchu games. Stealth Assassins, Birth of the Stealth Assassins, Wrath of Heaven, Return from Darkness, Deadly Shadows, Tenchu Z, and Shadow Assassins. Oh wow, there's a few of them. Are they good? Like, do they build on sort of the stealth mechanics over time and get better, or is the series eventually kind of milking it a little bit? Oh, come on! Don't stand on flame. Ow, 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 ow. Let's see if I can trigger this. There we go. Oh, okay, cool. Oh. Completely missed that. Ow, 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 ow. So once again, All it takes is just one bad day. Congratulations to JordyG87 for reaching the rank of Squire. Thank you very much for your company. Your service has been rewarded. Tripod down there. There it is. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow. Too much berserk. Hey, there's new stuff that came out for that, isn't there? Because I watched the old series, like, back in, oh, Jesus, it would have been 2012? Like, what was around then? But there's new content for that, isn't there? Love that series. There we go. I'm on my 1 HP. Kazuya Mishima. No! Oh, no, 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 no. No. Well, we're not getting further through the maps. Actually, there might not be any... Well, I'm not getting through the ones that I've got here. I'm not getting further through these, but I'm having a lot of fun. So I hope you folks are okay with watching me kind of goof a bit here. Because I'm really enjoying this. The 2016 series. Oh, I might not have seen that. Because I've seen, like, I don't want to spoil the end of, like, the first part of it, but I've seen up to a point, like, there's a confrontation. The stuff that I've seen. That doesn't really answer any questions. Yeah. But yeah, that's some of the stuff I might not have seen, and I'll have to track it down. Because that's such a good series. Like that... Like, going back to what you were talking about before, Jordy, about sort of your idea for, like, a Dark Souls series pitch. Like, the thing that Berserk plays with, and, you know, you're a fan of it, so I'm telling you stuff you already know, but it's that idea of, like, brothers pitted against each other eventually. You know, people who have, you know, this amazing paternal love for each other. That, you know, you could even make a case for in the series, verging on romantic love, because it's anime, it goes there. But then basically they... Well, actually, given the bathing scenes, I don't think you could say it's like a... Yeah, I think it's a very strong case you can make for it having sort of that slash content. Yeah, and then being pitted against each other by circumstances, by their different moral paths. Like, oh man, that's the good stuff. Yeah, Guts is awesome. What a cool character. Like, everyone in that show, all of the characters are wonderful. So much thirst in that show, so much unrequited love. So much destiny. Like, just people trapped by circumstances. Man, you really can't kill those things until they open up. Ow. Ow. Even then. Yeah, Guts is such a great character. Ah, see, that's another game franchise I've never played. Would you recommend it? Son of a... See, again, this is where we're gonna get... Gonna get in my hard work and done. So does Devil May Cry have that sort of, does it have that same trope of like, between the two main characters of like brotherly love? Okay, the original 4 games are amazing. I'll try to check them out then. Because I do like a good action adventure game. Like Naughty Dog stuff is always, that's my sweet spot. Love it so much. What do we want? We've got a boomerang. We don't need a defense potion. Do we? I reckon we're gonna save our coins. See, this is where a boomerang comes in super handy, because I can loot. Hey, everybody. Being able to get rid of those pollen pods is very handy. Ah, I got him in the sweep. That wasn't bad. Could have been better, but it wasn't bad. Ah. I keep thinking that I'm going to automatically... Ow, 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 ow. I keep thinking I'm going to automatically grab onto that. This is going to be it. This is it, folks. I'm calling it. Ow. There it is. Twins and one is evil. Yeah, there you go. That'll do it. Because what are the two characters in that? Like, I feel like a bit of a noob asking, but I love being educated by you lovely people out there. There's Dante and... who is the other character? I want to say Hicks, but that's, it's Clerks, isn't it? Once more into the breach, dear friends. Ow, ow. Dante and Virgil. Twins! And twins? Make it up here. Oh, of course I can. I got my grappling hook. Well, apparently I can't. A wall jump. I feel like you made a pop culture reference there that I completely missed, Captain. I feel like I failed my role. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, just the crossbow by itself is a trickier loadout. I don't think that works as well for me. What? It's very handy being able to pick up enemies though. I like that. Ow! I didn't want to swing like right back into it. That doesn't help me at all. The floor is lava. This is where... There we go. Is that health potion going on? Picked it up. Use it already. Yeah, it's better than not having it. No, 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 no. Ah, this is not going well. It's not going well. No! Alright. It's 3:52. We've got 8 minutes left on the clock. We probably got like one more run, maybe a couple. Let's see how we go. Let's go back to the Celestial Temple. So let's see if we can get a weapon that does damage and something that stuns. We've got 2 rerolls. No, let's go again. Steel Dagger and Shield. Oh, fantastic! That is great to hear, Capdaf. That is a good sign, especially if they were talking for that long. That's fantastic, man. I want to be like Yui Ball, but make good action, but make actual good movies. Do you mean like Yui Ball in the sense that you buy up a bunch of video game licenses? Because yeah, I think that's the closest you can get to Yui Ball, and actually like not make just bad films. Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. Yeah, I haven't seen the latest Tomb Raider, but apparently it's not that great, which makes me sad to hear, because Alicia Vikander is amazing. Like she was incredible in hang on. Stupid Slash Star. Yeah, Alicia Vikander was amazing in Ex Machina. So it makes me the idea that that the Tomb Raider film that she's done is not good makes me sad. Because what they did with the reboot feels like it, you know, it's kind of primed for, it's perfect for. It's a very filmic game in terms of its story. It feels very grounded. And exploring the journey of like Lara Croft from like stranded explorer to murderbot is a really interesting transition. Do you mean the game Shadow of the Tomb Raider? I've seen some people stream it and they've enjoyed it, if you're referring to the game, but yeah, it doesn't seem amazing. The crafting systems in it seem to really weigh it down. Yeah, Uncharted is amazing, no doubt. I haven't played Lost Legacy yet. That's another game that's on my list of things I want to get to. Because the voice talent that they have for those two characters are amazing. Like, Claudia Black is just so good. Yeah. Ah, sorry to hear that. Come on, Bri, have potion. Probably could have waited for that. So I wanted to come down first. Damn it! Got hit. So let's see if I can be a bit more strategic this time around, because I've got plenty of time on the clock. So rather than rushing too far through this... Let's see what I can do. Ow. Getting stabbed is not on my list of good things to do. How was the combat in Shadow of the Tomb Raider? Was that part of what made it boring? No, I gotta say, I haven't seen the episode of Rick and Morty that has her. I've never really gotten into the show, but I've heard good things. That sounds like it would be amazing. So, CatDef, so you're saying you haven't finished Shadow of the Tomb Raider? Because of how it auto-saved you mid-combat, overriding your manual save. Yeah, that sounds rough. Tomb Raider 2013, I would highly recommend going back to. It's a really good game. I enjoyed that a lot. Oh, I can hack the turret. Huh. Does that mean it's mine now? Ow. Let's find out. Yeah, no, I understand, CapDaf, that you were talking about the first of those, the original of the reboot. I've gone past that spear like 3 times now. Come on, turret. Do your thing. There you go. Ah, so I can hack it. Interesting. Yeah, I found Rise a bit jarring in how it seemed to introduce a whole new faction that I'd never heard of before in the narrative, and it was like, we've got to get them, let's go! It's like, what? But I've never heard of these people before. Don't... But yeah, I've really enjoyed the 2013 game, and I recommend finishing it. That being said, being auto-saved in a bad spot like that's hard to come back from. Sucks that it overrode your manual save, too. No, I want to live. Just me and Roy Batty, we want more life. Oh no. No! What? Oh, got hit by a trap. Kabloom. Well, that, folks, that is Aura of Worlds. So I'm going to put together a video that'll pop up on YouTube, and I'll put a link somewhere, probably in the Discord channel for you all, if you're interested. Just kind of summarizing my thoughts on the game, because I've had a lot of fun playing this. It's really distinctive. Like, there are things that this game does that I haven't found in another game, and so I'm really glad that it was recommended to me. So yeah, thank you so much for your company throughout these streams, and thank you for your conversations this afternoon. Like, it's been a hell of a lot of fun hanging out with you all. Yeah, and I hear you, Capduff. Like, so going back to the conversation about Tomb Raider, yeah, new factions are fine, but I think if you're going to introduce like a whole new power faction, you need to ease players into it. Like, you can't just go, oh, and here's a bunch of people that have always been around forever, and now we've got to deal with them. Your friend got 3/4 of the way into Rage. Oh, as in the ID shooter, Geordie? Is that what you're referring to there when you say Rage? That would be terrible if it was. Oh, that's man, that's a really bad system if it does. Oh, like most PC games. I was wondering what you meant there, like Orange County, like games that are based in LA. Yeah, because I'm playing through Horizon Zero Dawn for myself at the moment, and yeah, it does like it has manual saves and it has auto saves, and the two things are very different from each other. So yeah, auto saving over a manual save, like that's a really interesting, and when I say interesting, that's a euphemism for that's a bummer of a UX decision for the end users. Yeah, it's possible that I wasn't paying attention, but it just felt like unless it was somehow a continuation of the faction from the previous series, that's kind of what it felt like. And working with narrative designers, I'm always really leery of saying that something is bad writing because I understand like just how difficult it is to get basically writing done for video games. But yeah, it felt a bit weird. No, thank you all for your company. It's been an absolute pleasure. I will be back tomorrow night, believe it or not, playing Fallout 2. We're gonna go resupply and head back to Vault City just to level that place, just to kill a bunch of people. So thank you all for your company, and I look forward to crossing paths with you whenever I have the chance to in the future. It has been an absolute pleasure. Stay safe, remember to roll when you're on fire, and be well. See you soon.